Oh, for sure.
Okay, thank you. Yep, this is either, I'll show you. So, yeah, anybody else can do that and get a drink before we start. That'd be great. Sounds good.
Where's the water fountain anyway?
Right outside the door.
Okay.
If you go to the right, you'll see a water fountain kind of right in the cove as as you turn down the 6th grade corridor.
Okay.
Yep. We're missing Anthony and Emily.
Yep.
So I think that Mrs. Speaker is gonna help us. That's it. Okay. I'll come. Can I use the phone? Okay, thank you. Good morning. Can you send Anthony and Lamar to the media center for the spelling bee? Oh, got it. That's good information. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's a true test.
That's okay, thanks.
There you go.
Good morning, Mr. Basil. How are you? Good. Come on in.
Rich?
So Anthony hasn't quite arrived at school yet, so hopefully he'll be here soon. Okay. Alright. So, congratulations, first of all, for getting to this point, because this is a huge thing. You are the top 10 spellers out of all of the 5th and 6th grade students. So that's like the top 10 out of about 400 kids. That's really good. So no matter how things turn out today, you should be very proud of yourself for getting to this point. This is an honor for you to have gotten to this point, right? So nice work. So how this will go is we are going to have a oral spelling bee. When we get done, it's going to determine our top 5 winners, okay? And then 1 alternate. Those 5 winners and the 1 alternate have the opportunity to go to Laverne to do a spelling bee with people in our region. So it would be on April 6th. It's a Saturday, and so your parents would get you there hopefully and get you back if you make it, and hopefully be able to watch you while you are there. But that's what the goal of this spelling bee is to determine who gets to go to that point. So that's what our goal will be. And if Anthony isn't quite here, we'll just have to start without him. I'll just leave it there. So hopefully we'll make it.
And, yeah, we were coming by 8 o'clock, so we're a little late, sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're all good. We don't start until
Okay.
8, so we're good.
Yeah, but what about all the nerves and everything like that?
Yeah, I know.
See the feet tapping, you know, you can see the shaking and.
Yeah. So this is Mr. Basil, and Mr. Basil used to work with me as a 6th grade teacher in this middle school. So, and then I got to work with him a little bit.
Even at Westall.
Yeah, a long time ago. Like 28, 29 years ago. We worked together for a long time. And then he retired, and so he is going to be one of the judges. And then his wife is coming as well. Her name is Chris, and she is one of the judges as well. So Mr. and Mrs. Basil are going to be judging this. And how that works is they just make sure that we are saying the words right and that we're catching things and that you're spelling it right. And so that if we didn't quite hear it, they maybe heard it. And so, and they just make sure that everything is running smoothly. So they are a huge asset to this process. So we are so grateful that they are here to help us today. Okay. And we're also grateful for the media center letting us use this facility this morning, because it means that a lot of people are not using this because we have it reserved. So we are very lucky to have this space today. So they were very gracious in letting us come in and use this facility. So, yeah. And we're grateful for Randy, who is here and he's going to videotape it. So it'll be live streamed, which is super fun. Where is it going to all be at?
On the District 518 YouTube. So,
Fabulous.
yes, live. So,
Fabulous.
yes.
Awesome. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming in and working.
You're welcome.
So yeah, so it's a big deal. You made it this far, it's a big deal. Great. All right, go ahead and stretch, stand up a little bit. You may as well stretch out those nerves because we have about 7 minutes, and hopefully by then Anthony will be here and some of your parents will have arrived and can get started. So if you want to get up and walk around a little bit, you can. Oh, that was smart. Thank you.
There's no way to just pause it.
Sure. Oh, well, thank you. Mrs. Speaker's been so helpful. Was it last year or 2 years ago that somebody started to run copies during the spelling bee? And so we had this buzzing, humming noise. It was super loud and during the spelling bee. So she's helping us out a lot with things like that. So, yeah. Fabulous. And then we have Mrs. Spider, who is also helping us. And Mrs. Basil. Good morning. How are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Good. So this is the other judge. Now, Mrs. Basil used to teach high school English. So she is a master at this type of stuff as well. And Mr. Basil taught math, but he also taught English. So we've got very great experts helping us out today. And we're going to begin on word number 20.
We just have one student that we're waiting for.
Yes, yep. And so, we'll wait until 8, and then, there's a few parents, I think, that are still coming as well, so.
Were you able to get hold of?
Not quite here yet,
Okay.
so, hopefully the person will arrive at the middle school soon.
Do they need a ride?
I don't think so, I think this is, I don't
Cause
think
I
so.
know the attendance officer person.
Well, that's true, you do. You can call and ask, I don't know.
Should I call him and ask him
If he needs a ride, you could ask
He
the
wants to
student
call
if he needs a ride, sure.
well, I'll call Kevin and ask him to call the kid.
I don't want him to go to the house and they've already left is the only concern.
But you could call the house.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Sounds good.
So what grade are the kids in? 6 all the way, 5th, alright. 7th? Anybody? Okay.
So it's only a 5th and 6th grade one?
Only 5th and 6th.
Yep.
That makes sense. If there's an 8th grade, then you have to say sorry, right?
Right. So in 7th and the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th grade all had a chance to go, or 6th, 7th and 8th grade. What was it in 6th, 7th and 8th, or was it 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th that went to the spelling bee that was in Redwood class? The script speak. Okay.
Because we thought we saw something also on Facebook that you, as a school, had kids that.
Yes, that was the script
That was the
spelling bee.
script.
Yes, yep, yeah. So we did get to do that one. That one's a little different than this one. Helen, did you go to that? You were a candidate for that one as well. You didn't go. Wasn't it? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, so we did have some people go to the script scheme as well. That was a, more of a voluntary one. This one, we did, all 5th and 6th grade students took a pre-test, and then we sorted them to the top pick. So, yeah. Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So thank you for coming, each of you that are parents here today. I appreciate your support. Alright, so, a few minutes, did you get a hold of Kevin? Oh. And he said, hopefully in 5 minutes. Wonderful, thank you so very much.
Yes, you're welcome. So it's a good thing I was here today.
It is a very good thing. It's always a good thing you're here.
Yeah, but I have connections.
You do have connections,
It's
it's a
always,
good thing.
it's always good.
So let me tell you a little bit about the microphone system. So the microphone system is through the ceiling, and so there's a power button that's down here. We'll probably just leave the microphone on while we're doing the spelling bee. And so if you are doing the microphone, if you can just talk into it like this, it'll be really important for you to be able to say the words and spell the words with the microphone near you so that we can hear clearly what you're saying. When you're done with the microphone, you can just set it back down on the table or on the podium, and then the next person can use it. There's paper right up here for you, as well as pencils, and there's another pencil down here. Actually, I'll put that one down as well. So what will happen is you will be able to write the words down that you're given so that you can see how you want to spell them, and then you can look at it. You can leave the paper right here. You don't have to do anything with the paper because nobody's going to have the word you had anyway. So it won't matter if they see how you spelled it. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. Very good. Good morning. How are you today? Good morning. Thank you for coming. All right. Fabulous. So, what do you think? We'll wait for 2 minutes and then we'll go through the back information. Okay. So we have a microphone as well. And we were practicing with this last night, the technology people and I, to make sure that it did not give feedback. But if it does give feedback, we'll try to adjust it just a little bit so that it's not making us all scrunch with the noise. So.
And then Mrs. Sima, you'll tell us a little bit about the first, second miss.
Sure. So you, there will be 2 misses. And so this is if you wanted to write the word down, you can. You don't have to. If you want to write the word down, you can. You don't have to. And this is just for it's 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th. Let's mark it down so we have it.
So the kids know that they can get 2 misses then?
Not yet, but we will.
Oh, okay, all right, we'll listen at the same time.
Okay, that sounds good. Here, we can get you a program so that you have it. That would be a good idea. Thank you. Yeah. So this is Mrs. Foley, and she is also here to help us out with the media part of it. So Mrs. Foley, do you want to tell them a little bit about what you're going to do to help us?
I'm just gonna take pictures of you. I'm gonna try and be like a ninja. I'm gonna be as quiet as possible.
Fabulous. Thank you. So that way you know who she is and aren't wondering what's going on. So, yeah, very good. All right. Well, we have another person maybe who's still able to come. Hopefully that person will be here soon. But we're going to at least kind of go through so that we're not wasting everyone's time. So we're going to go through some of these rules a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So, once again, congratulations, Carter. You can't probably see me. I'm a little too short for that podium, aren't I? So I'll stand for a little bit. So, we're going to go through just how this is going to work so that you kind of have a familiarity of what you're expected to do, okay? So, I'm a pronouncer and Mrs. Wider is a pronouncer, and we will take turns. So come on in. Good morning. I'm so glad you're here. We're just getting started. You're not interrupting at all. Don't feel bad. I'm glad you're here. Come on in and have a seat. Good to see you. All right. So we are going to be the pronouncers. We're going to say the word, and then when you hear the word, we're going to say the word, we're going to use it in a sentence, then we're going to say the word a second time. You are able to request that the word is repeated. You can request it be used in another sentence or given the definition of the word. You'll have 30 to 60 seconds to begin spelling the word. Now, when we say the word, like if we said the word cat and it was your turn, you would repeat the word cat, then you would spell it C-A-T, and then you would repeat it again, cat. Okay? If you will be allowed to read the word from the piece of paper. So if you want to write the word down on a piece of paper, you can. You do not have to, but you may. You will be allowed to change letters once and or retrace from the beginning of the word only one time. So let's say that I said cat, C-A-T, no, C-A-T. You can do that one time, okay? A contestant will be eliminated after spelling 2 words incorrectly. So if you get out the first time, that doesn't mean you're out completely. You get 2 misses, okay? So, if you get out, like let's say you know it's your second miss, just go back to your seat up there and stay in your seat. Don't leave the spelling bee. Then after the entire round is done, that round of all people, all 10 or 9 if Anthony isn't here, after that round is done, then you'll be able to go back and sit. You can come and sit in the area right back here and watch the rest of the spelling bee if you wish. We would kind of like that in the fact that we would love to take some pictures at the end with you. But if you absolutely feel a burning desire to go back to class after you get done, then unfortunately we will miss that picture with you. Okay? So if you spell both words incorrectly, just stay in those seats. We'll dismiss you when you're done. Okay? Each series of words is going to begin with the same student. Missing your second word in the competition will eliminate the contestant, you. This will be used to rank the top 5 places. The first one eliminated is 5th place, then 4th place, and so on. If only one contestant remains, after the round of words, that student will be one of 2 final contestants, okay? The other students who misspelled the words in that round will continue to spell the words in order to determine another finalist. So in other words, if one person spells all the words right, but there's 4 people in the spelling bee yet, and all 4 of those people spelled it wrong, then that one person for sure goes on to the final round, but the other 4 would have to do a spell down to see which one competes against the one that for sure makes it. The final 2 contestants will spell words alternately until one misspells a word. When one speller misspells a word, the other speller will be given the next word on the list. If the second contestant spells that word correctly plus the next word on the list, then that contestant shall be declared the champion. If either of the words are misspelled, then both contestants begin another round until a champion is determined. So, if you spell a word correct and your partner does not, and then you spell a word incorrect again and a second word, you win. You have to spell 2 in a row to be the winner. Under no circumstances will any speller be asked to correct the misspelling of another speller, and no other person is going to have your same spelling word. Any questions? No? All right, then we are going to get started. So, Camilla, you are going to be the first person up, so when you go up, you can stand right up by that podium. You can grab the speaker. If it's not on, I think I turned it on, but if it's not, let me know, okay? So go ahead and go up there, and we will get started. We're starting number 20. All right, so are you ready? So I'm going to say the word. I'm going to say it in a sentence. I'm going to say the word again. Then when you're ready, you say the word, spell the word, say the word. Okay, here we go. Hidden. Betty could not believe her little brother had found the secret location of her hidden diary. Hidden.
Hidden, H-I-D-D-E-N, hidden.
Yes, that is correct. Nice job. All right, Helen. Copycat. When Janine and Miranda were both wearing the same dress to prom, they each accused the other of being a copycat. Copycat.
Copycat, C-O-P-Y-C-A-T, copycat.
That is correct. Nice job. Samu? Your word is sailor. Jamie could not decide whether to become a sailor on the deep blue sea or a soldier in the army. Sailor.
Sailor, S-A-I-L-O-R, sailor.
That is correct. Nice job. All right, Carter, your word is trace. Tiffany is teaching herself to draw and likes to bring thin paper to the library and trace comics on it. Trace.
Trace. Trace.
That is correct. Nice job. Quinley, your word is grandma. Tay and Grace argued over whose grandma makes the best pancakes. Grandma.
Grandma. Grandma.
That is correct. Nice job. All right, Evelyn. Your word is witch. Maya had a hard time deciding which outfit to wear for the first day of school. Which?
Witch. WHICH.
That is correct. Nice job. All right, Xavier, you're out. Your word is solo. Han was honored to be selected to sing the solo in his choir's version of cheerleader. Solo.
Solo. SOLO. Solo.
Nice job. That is correct. All right, Annika. Your word is regular. A regular school day for Andre begins at 6 in the morning when he hits the snooze button on his alarm and falls back asleep. Regular.
Regular. REGULAR. Regular.
That is correct. All right, Miguel. Your word is pamper. Simone loves to pamper her puppy, Oliver, and give him a treat every time they go for a walk. Pamper.
Pamper. PASPER.
That is correct. Nice job. So, Camilla, you're up again.
Camilla, your word is satin. For her birthday, Andrella gave her mother a pink robe made of satin.
Satin. SATTEN.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Dallin? Your word is dozen. Carl took a dozen freshly baked cookies to his next door neighbor. Dozen.
Dozen. DOZEN. Dozen.
That is correct. Samu? Your word is brunch. Mrs. Seltzer fixed a special French toast brunch late Sunday morning to celebrate Josue's good report card.
Brunch. BRUNCH. Brunch.
That is correct. Carter, your word is jersey. Becky prefers jersey dresses for traveling because she can pack them tightly and they don't wrinkle too much. Jersey.
Jersey. JERSEY. Jersey.
That is correct. Queenly, your word is truth. Mom asked Bradley to please tell her the truth about how the lamp ended up broken. Truth.
Truth. Truth.
That is correct. Adeline? Attic. When the weather turned colder, Micah climbed the ladder to the attic to get his winter coat out of storage. Attic.
Attic. ATTIC. Attic.
That is correct. Xavier? Your word is cream. Dad likes cream and sugar in his coffee, but Mom prefers to drink hers plain. Cream.
Cream. CREAM. Cream.
That is correct. Annika, your word is zilch. Cam searched his pocket for quarters for the vending machine and came up with zilch.
Zilch. ZILCH. Zilch.
That is correct. Miguel? Your word is hallway. Vanetta and Emily always meet in the school hallway between classes and chat until the bell rings. Hallway. Hallway. That is correct.
All right, we get to start with Camilla again. Here we go. So Camilla, your word is connect. Leon made sure to connect the hose tightly to the faucet to prevent leaking. Connect.
Connect. CONNECT.
That is correct. Nice job. Talon, your word, your word is future. Zoe asked her dad if he thought there would be flying cars in the future. Future.
Future. F-U-T-U-R-E. Future.
That is correct. Do you think there will be flying cars in the future? No. I'm not sure there will be either. All right. Are you ready, Samu? Motto. Julie's personal motto is actions speak louder than words. Motto.
Could you use that in another sentence?
Absolutely. The best motto I know is do your best. Motto.
M-O-D-D-O.
Nice try. It's M-O-T-T-O. All right. And Carter. Your word is hinge. The hinge stopped creaking after Tony oiled it. Hinge.
Hinge. H-I-N-G-E. Hinge.
That is correct. Quinley. Your word is newbie. Frankie, a newbie at playing basketball, asked his coach a lot of good questions. Newbie.
Newbie. N-E-W-B-I-E. Newbie.
That is correct. Nice job. Adeline. Your word is tractor. Kenny plowed the field using his tractor. Tractor.
Tractor. T-R-A-C-T-O-R. Tractor.
That is correct. Nice job. Xavier. Your word is teacher. Felix's art teacher explained how to cut the block of clay using a wire tool. Teacher.
Teacher. T-E-A-C-H-E-R. Teacher.
That is correct. All right, Annika. Your word is canopy. After the long walk through the festival, Malik rested from the heat under the large striped canopy. Canopy.
Canopy. C-A-N-O-P-Y. Canopy.
That is correct. All right, Miguel. Your word is trademark. The word escalator was originally a trademark, but has since become a generic word. Trademark.
Trademark. T-R-A-D-E-M-A-R-K.
That is correct. Nice job. Camilla, you're up.
Camilla, your word is surefire. A surprise hug is a surefire way to make Grandpa smile. Surefire.
Surefire. S-H-E-R-F-I-R.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Talon? Talon, your word is caramel. Ida chose to paint her bedroom caramel with white borders because the color reminded her of coffee with cream. Caramel.
Caramel. C-A-R-A-M-E-L. Caramel.
That is correct. Samu? Your word is upshot. The soccer team's practice schedule was rigorous, but the upshot was a trophy in the tournament. Upshot.
Upshot. U-P-S-H-O-T. Upshot.
That is correct. Carter? Your word is garlic. Freya added extra clove of garlic and some crushed red peppers to the spaghetti sauce. Garlic.
Garlic. G-A-R-L-I-C. Garlic.
That is correct. Greenlee? Your word is ball. The ranchers know from experience that his calves will bawl if a rustler enters the pen. Ball.
Ball. B-A-W-L.
That is correct. Adeline? Your word is glimmer. When the doctor said he would remove her cast a week early, Josie felt a glimmer of hope that she might play in the championship game after all. Glimmer.
Glimmer. G-L-I-M-M-E-R. Glimmer.
That is correct. Xavier? Your word is native. Although she lives in Dallas, McKenna is a native New Yorker. Native.
Native. N-A-V-I-T-E. Native.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Annika? Your word is dearly. Margot lived loved her cat, Fuzzball, dearly, but she wished he wouldn't shed all over her favorite black sweater. Dearly.
Dearly. D-E-A-R-L-Y. Dearly.
That is correct. Miguel? Your word is polar. One of Ben's goals is to someday go on a polar journey to Antarctica to see emperor penguins in their natural habitat. Polar. That is correct.
All right, Camilla, nice job. We are so glad that you were able to join us. Thank you. Give her a round of applause, and you may sit right there. Nice work. Thank you, Camilla. All right, and Talon, we are going to start on round 5. And Talon, your word is field. After extensive reading and a trip to Greece, Hugo considered himself an expert in the field of Greek mythology. Field.
Field. F-I-E-L-D. Field.
That is correct. All right. And Samu, your word is kiwi. An unusual feature of the kiwi is that its nostrils are located at the tip rather than at the base of its long bill. Kiwi.
Could you use that in another sentence?
Yeah. I like to eat kiwi as one of my favorite fruits. Kiwi.
Kiwi. K-I-W-I, kiwi.
Yes, that is correct. All right, Carter. Gusto. Vanya's favorite food is pizza, which she eats with gusto whenever she gets the chance. Gusto.
Gusto, G-U-S-T-O.
Yes. Finley, your word is warning. When Rosie got to the beach, she was surprised to see a warning about high surf posted near the edge of the water. Warning.
Warning, W-A-R-N-I-N-G. Warning.
That is correct. All right, Adeline, your word is layover. Christina had a 2-hour layover before the flight to London. Layover.
Layover. L-A-Y-O-V-E-R. Layover.
That is correct. All right, Xavier, your word is hefty. Little Jolene served herself a hefty portion of mashed potatoes. Hefty.
Hefty. H-E-F-T-Y. Hefty.
Good job. That is correct. All right, Annika, your word is random. Laura's shelves were neatly organized except the one that held a random assortment of knickknacks and some origami animals that she had made in art class. Random.
Random. R-A-N-D-O-M. Random.
That is correct. All right. And Miguel, your word is around. Matilda goes to school at around the same time every day. Around.
Around. A-R-O-U-N-D. Around.
That is correct.
All right, Talon. Your word is domino. As a prank, Grandpa hid a domino before asking Billy if he'd like to play. Domino.
Domino. D-O-M-I-N-O. Domino.
That is correct. Samu, your word is tirade. The grumpy woman screamed a tirade of protest whenever children made joyful noises outside her window. Tirade.
Can I have the definition?
Yep. A long speech marked by a harsh language or a rant.
Tirade. T-Y-R-A-I-D-E.
Nice try, that is incorrect. Carter? Your word is jackpot. Trevor hit the jackpot at the library when he found 2 new books by his favorite author. Jackpot.
Jackpot. J-A-C-K-P-O-T.
That's correct. Queenly? Your word is beagle. Vania took Snoopy, her pet beagle, for a quick walk before lunch. Beagle. eyebrow. Chester was jealous of Winnie's ability to raise one eyebrow at a time. Eyebrow.
Eyebrow. EYEBROW. Eyebrow.
That is correct.
Can you do that? Raise one eyebrow?
Xavier, your word is dough. Simon kneaded the dough on the counter before placing it in a covered bowl to rise. Dough.
Dough. DOWGH. Dough.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Annika, your word is wrinkle. Agnes irons all of his clothes. When he put on a green shirt this morning, there was still a wrinkle on the sleeve. Wrinkle.
Wrinkle.
Oh no, it's not working.
Maybe it just turned off.
Do you know how to turn it on? No. Okay, I'll see if I can help you.
It just turned on.
Yeah, hopefully it's not dead.
I just got no other.
Testing.
Wrinkle. WRINKLE. Wrinkle.
That is correct. Miguel, your word is imposter. In the fairy tale, the ball was disrupted when one of the visiting princes was revealed to be an imposter with no royal connections. Imposter.
Imposter. IMPOSTER. Imposter.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
That is okay.
Oh, sorry, that is okay. Yep, you're okay.
You can smile now.
You made it. All right. Yes, congratulations. First of all, goes to Samu and Xavier. Nice job. You each did a great job in this. Thank you very much. You may sit right behind us. Give them a round of applause, please. Thank you. All right. So, Talon, we are on the word tomorrow. Patrice intends to start reading her new book tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. TOMORROW. Tomorrow.
That is correct. All right, Carter, your word is galaxy. Our solar system is in the galaxy known as the Milky Way. Galaxy.
Galaxy. GALAXY. Galaxy.
That is correct. Quinley, your word is seldom. The math teacher is very patient, seldom displaying any signs of frustration, just like me. Right? Seldom.
Could I get a definition?
Of course. Seldom is not often. Is it not working? Okay. Here, maybe you did, would it help for them to have it and then me just try it and Olivia just talk loud? We'll try it. Can you see if you can get this charged with the tech office thing? Thank you. Or if they have another one in the backup. Okay.
Seldom. SALDUM. Seldom.
Nice try. It's actually SELDOM. Thank you. All right, Adeline, your word is waist. Jane wanted to grow her hair so long that it would hang past her waist. Waist.
Waist. WAIST. Waist.
That is correct. All right. Annika, just like you, I'm going to be trying to be really loud, like you said. All right, ready? Nimble. Jack's nimble fingers moved quickly up and down the piano as he practiced his scales. Nimble.
Nimble. NIMBLE. Nimble.
That is correct. All right, Miguel. Your word is aloha. The first thing Samuel does when he gets home from school is say aloha to his baby sister. Aloha.
ALOHA.
That is correct. All right. So, Talon.
Talon, your word is mineral. Each time her class visits the Natural History Museum, Zelda spends as much time as she can looking at the beautiful crystals in the mineral collection. Mineral.
Mineral. MINERAL. Mineral.
That is correct. Carter? Carter, your word Lisa cut a snippet from the news article to include her in her scrapbook. Snippet.
Snippet. SNIPPET.
That is correct. Greenlee? Your word is valiant. The monument was dedicated to the memory of the valiant warrior. Valiant.
Could I get a definition?
Yep. Showing courage or brave.
Valiant. VALLEINET.
Nice try. That is incorrect. Adeline? Your word is melody. The symphony orchestra performed a melody of popular holiday songs.
Excuse me, could you try that
The
word again?
pronunciation is incorrect.
Oh, medley. Right? Medley. The symphony orchestra performed a medley of popular holiday songs. Medley.
Medley. MEDLY. Medley.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Annika? Your word is truce. After months of fighting, the countries finally agreed to a truce.
Truce. TRUCE. Truce.
That is correct. Miguel, your word is mutiny. Captain Lay, unable to suppress the mutiny, was set adrift in a rowboat. Mutiny. That is correct.
All right, so Quinley, you are our alternate, so you will still be going to Laverne, but you'll be going as our alternate. Congratulations, and thank you so very much. Go ahead and have a seat. Nice work. All right, Talon, you're up. The word is trinket. Katie examined the trinket from the gumball machine. Trinket.
Trinket. TRINKET. Trinket.
That is correct. All right. And Carter, the word is nonfiction. A history buff, Theo, spends most of his library time in the nonfiction section. Nonfiction.
Nonfiction. NONFICTION. Nonfiction.
Nice job. And I bet that they have that word around here somewhere, but you didn't look. Good job. All right. Are you ready, Adeline? The word is difficult. Milo thought the most difficult chore on his list was mowing the lawn. Difficult.
Difficult. DIFFICULT. Difficult.
That is correct. All right, Inika, your word is several. Tito spent several weeks working on his research paper. Several.
Several. SEVERAL. Several.
That is correct. All right, Miguel, your word is grumbling. The class started grumbling when Mrs. Griffin announced a pop quiz. Grumbling.
Can I correct your pronunciation
Of course.
slightly? If you look at it, it's grumbling.
Grumbling. Thank you. Grumbling. Yes, that is correct. Thank you. See, it's a good thing we have judges, right? Oh, fabulous. Thank you so much.
All right, Talon. Your word is magma. Many geothermal hotspots have magma underneath them. Magma.
Magma. MAGMA. Magma.
That is correct.
Testing.
Carter? Your word is Everglades. One of Queenie's favorite shows features a man who wrestles with alligators in what looks like Everglades.
Everglades. EVERGLADES.
That is correct. Adeline? Your word is blossom. Harriet plucked a blossom from the crab tree in her backyard and tucked it behind her ear. Blossom.
Blossom. B-L-O-S-S-O-M. Blossom.
That is correct. Adeline? Or Annika? Sorry. Annika, your word is masterpiece. Although she was proud of all of her charcoal sketches, Emmy felt that the self-portrait was her masterpiece.
Masterpiece. M-A-S-T-E-R-P-I-E-C-E. Masterpiece.
That is correct. Miguel? Your word is atrium. Douglas bought a new armchair and 2 large ferns to decorate his atrium. Nice try, that is incorrect.
All right, so here we go. Talon, your first word is kangaroo. A red kangaroo usually lives with a migrating group called a mob. Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. K-A-N-G-A-R-O-O. Kangaroo.
That is correct. All right, Carter. Announcer. The game show contestant waited nervously for the announcer to introduce her. Announcer.
Announcer. A-N-N-O-U-N-C-E-R.
That is correct. Nice job. All right, Adeline. Your word is symbols. The villain timed his shot to concede with the clash of the cymbals. Symbols.
Symbols. C-Y-M-B-O-L-S. Symbols.
Actually, it's B-A-L-S. Nice try. All right. So, Annika, your word is breadwinner. Even before Mr. Davis suffered a leg injury that prevented him from working, Mrs. Davis was the breadwinner for the family. Breadwinner.
Can you use it in a different sentence?
Yes. Your mom and dad are each the breadwinner of your family. Breadwinner.
Breadwinner. B-R-E-A-D-W-I-N-N-E-R. Breadwinner.
That is correct. And I bet they even make you breakfast. All right, Miguel. Your word is diploma. Abdul framed his university diploma and hung it on the wall of his office. Diploma.
D-E-P-L-O-M-A.
Nice try. That's actually D-I-P-L-O-M-A. So Adeline, nice job, and you'll take 5th place, and Miguel, 4th place. Nice job. So do we want to do? Should we do a spell off to see who's 5th and 4th, or keep going?
Does it matter?
Not really, because they both go. That's a little different.
It says the first one eliminated is 5th and then the 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're
Goes
good.
by
Okay.
elimination. Yep.
All right, sounds good. Thank you for helping with that. All right, perfect. All right, so
Talon, you're up.
I think
Talon, your word is absurd. Nora refused to play the game and her little brother invented, saying the rules were too absurd.
Absurd. A-B-S-U-R-D. Absurd.
That is correct. Carter? Your word is dispel. Dr. McKellar's explanation of the surgical procedure did not dispel his patient's fear. Dispel.
Can you use that in another sentence, please?
Yep. The medicine would not dispel the illness. Dispel.
Dispel. D-I-S-S-P-E-L-L.
Sorry, that is incorrect. D-I-S-P-E-L. Annika? Your word is coffee. If Griff drinks coffee after dinner, he will stay awake until dawn. Coffee.
Coffee. C-O-F-E-E. Coffee.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Coffee.
Don't drink coffee before the spelling bee in Laverne. We don't want you up until dawn. Talon, you're up. Your word is tarnish. Silverware will tarnish if it isn't polished frequently. Tarnish.
Tarnish. Tarnish. Tarnish.
That is correct. Carter, your word is splurge. After studying hard for all of her finals, Kendra decided to splurge on a day at the spa as a reward. Splurge.
Splurge. Splurge.
That is correct. Annika, your word is variety. The florist had a wide variety of flowers on display. Variety.
Variety. Variety.
That is correct.
Talon, your word is hodgepodge. Eddie's pantry is a hodgepodge of canned fruits and vegetables, dried pasta, and half-eaten packages of cookies.
Hodgepodge. Hagepage.
Sorry, that is incorrect. Carter? Carter, your word is superlative. Superlative. Sorry. Austin's superlative skills as a violinist makes him the clear choice for concert master. Superlative.
Superlative. Superlative.
That is correct. Annika, your word is prowess. Francisco was named team captain because of his athletic prowess on the court, but also because of his ability to motivate his teammates. Prowess.
Prowess. Prowess. Prowess.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
All right. So, Annika, nice job. You are our third place winner. Way to go. Give her a round of applause. All right. And Talon. It's now going to be between Talon and Carter. And what will happen is that you have to spell the word correctly. If the next person spells, like if one person spells it correct, the next person spells it incorrect, then the next person has to spell two correct in a row. So the first place winner has to spell two correct in a row. Okay? Yes, Carter.
So the two correct, like if he got the question right and I got it wrong, would he just have to get one more? Or
He'd have to get two more. Yep. Good question. All right. So are you ready? All right. So, Talon, your word is fondant. Dove carefully smoothed the fondant over the cake. Fondant.
Fondant. Fondent. Fondant.
Actually, sorry, that is incorrect. It's Fondant. Fondant. All right. So, Carter, your word is soprano. Violet sings soprano in her church choir. Soprano.
Soprano. Soprano.
That is correct. Nice job. All right. So now, Talon, you get to go.
No, then.
Oh, no,
he has
he has to
give
do
us
it one
two
more.
words in a row.
One more. Sorry. Okay, so Carter, one more. Here you go. Ready? Wharf. As the freighter docked at the wharf, workers were waiting to unload its cargo. Wharf.
Can I get the definition?
Yes, a wharf is a structure built at the water's shore so that ships can load and unload cargo and passengers. Wharf.
Wharf. WARF.
Nice try. No, that is not correct. So we're back to the beginning. So Talon, you're back up.
All right, Talon, your word is lavender. Lavender does not require much water or attention, and it can bring both color and fragrance to a garden. Lavender.
Lavender. LAVENDER.
That is correct. Carter? Your word word is mirthful. The stand-up comedian quickly put his audience in a mirthful mood.
Mirthful. MERTHFUL.
Sorry, that is incorrect. MIR.
So Talon, you have to do the next two.
Talon, your word is squander. Amy deposited her birthday money into her bank account so she wasn't tempted to squander it away.
Squander. SQUANDER. Squander.
That is correct.
Stay there.
Stay there. Yep, one more. Talon, your word is chemistry. In his chemistry class, Mr. Lerner is teaching his students how to read the periodic table of elements. Chemistry.
Chemistry. CHEMISTRY. Chemistry.
That's correct, Talon.
All right, so we got our second and first place winners. Nice job. Good job, you two. All right, so stay up there. We are going to have some pictures and some awards. So first of all, we have, if all of you can come up that were in the B, we would like to give each of you a dictionary. Congratulations. So we are so very proud of every single one of you. You did a great job. So very proud of each of you. Thank you, thank you. You did a great job. And then we have some certificates for you.
Alright. So, again, our alternate is Miss Queenly. Congratulations. Our 5th place is Adeline. 4th place is Miguel. 3rd place is Annika. 2nd place is Carter. And our spelling bee 1st place is Talon. Congratulations.
Nice job. Good job, good job. All right, I'm going to move this out of the way. We'd like to take a picture of all of you together, please.